Hello, friends of On the Go Puerto Rico. This is your host, Marisa Rivera, and we are at the beginning of the holiday season. So we have come to the island to bring you business and family lunch and dinner options, special occasions, and holiday party options. We have come to the island. We are taking you from the northeast to the metro area, to Luquillo, to the center of town in Naranjito. So without further ado, let's take this On the Go Puerto Rico culinary tour on the road. The longest Christmas in the world is starting right now, and we're here in Naranjito, Puerto Rico to support some local businesses created by young entrepreneurs. This is Papa Che. And we're here with the team at Papa Che. This is Luis Enrique and Alani's sister-brother duo. We're missing a sister. And this is Marcos, team member, who's going to start things off by telling us how this all happened. I heard you started in the beach.
Yeah, so everything started with beach volleyball games and stuff like that, where we would get together. Well, their grandparents would get together and would make natural mojitos. So that's how it all got started, including the name came from the great grandfather, which is now that everybody knows as Papa Che.
Who's been remembered in the walls of this beautiful spot. And how did it happen? It's a family-owned business at this moment, right?
Yes, it's a family-owned business, and they're very keen on making sure that it's a family atmosphere. And the way that it all came about was because prior to opening, they would host at their own house. They would hold one-day restaurants just to get a feel for how people would react, to get suggestions, to get all that, because the ambience of family is super important.
And one of the things that hit it off, besides the food, which we'll talk to Alanis about, is the games you have on all the tables. I found that really cute.
Yeah, it's just another thing that brings the family together, right? You know, come play Uno or whatever it is that you want to play, and have some great food at the same time.
So it's comfortable. You don't necessarily need to make a booking, because this is one of those culinary routes in the center of the island, this is the most popular, I think, Naranjito Road 152, and there's a myriad of restaurants, but I came to this one in particular today because it's young people making it happen. They've opened a second restaurant for sushi, which we'll visit later in the year, and they're making it happen themselves. And then you have some mixed dishes. So let's talk about that dish first, which is the Mexi Boricua, right?
Yeah, it's a chicken breast. It's gone with the stuff with yellow plantain and wrapped with bacon, and then with a cheese sauce with sour guacamole and pico de gallo on the top.
Mofongo on the side, and you know everything is better with bacon. But there is one dish which is very popular. I hear you guys make one special creative dish every weekend, and this is one of those dishes, but everybody asks for it to be left on the regular menu. What is that?
It's the chicken breast. It's breaded with the plantain. The plantain we fried it here. We put it in the fryer, and then we bread it, and then it comes with the cilantro sauce. Perfect.
And then you've got the Mexican option, which is the one I saw on Instagram, and I had to get here to try it.
It was the quesadilla, the shrimp quesadilla with sour guacamole, pico gallo, and cheese.
And now let's talk about the hot sauces, because they not only have great food, but they have a myriad of hot sauces, coffee, candy, and whatnot. Let's talk about the hot sauces.
Yeah, we like to support the local business here. So we start with hot sauce at first, and then we came with coffee, and we have a lot of like 7 local business with hot sauce, and then coffee with like 6 local business.
So come support these kids. Tell us all the opening hours, Instagram.
You can find us like Papa Che PR on Facebook and Instagram.
And
TikTok.
hello.
And we are open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Fridays and Saturday 11 to 1 a.m.
They're on it. Come visit them. Come support the young people of Naranjito. Thank you.
Original leather satchel, handmade with the finest quality leather and hardware found in Britain. Created by the Leather Satchel Company in Cambridge, England. A timeless piece for every collection, the classic satchel lovingly handmade in the UK since 1966 using the finest English leather. Created by the Leather Satchel Company in Cambridge, England. Find yours today at www.satchel.co.
Friends, this is your host, Marisa Rivera, again bringing you another delicious destination for you to try during this holiday season. I know there's a lot of people looking for dinner or lunch reservations with family or colleagues, and this is an off-the-beaten-path place. This is Boccado's Divino. Many may know it from its last location in Calle de Geto, near Calle Loíza, but it has since moved a couple of years ago to Colegio de Abogados, and it is as delicious as usual with the freshest ingredients and everything else that you could expect from Boccado's Divino back in their old location. We're going to speak with Victor to tell us all about the new location and what he has in store for you. No había venido aquí, pero me encantaba el restaurante de antes y la comida es sabrosa, como usted bien dice, pero usted se conoce más por el calor humano entre los visitantes que vienen día tras día.
Siempre es una vocación de servicio. Cuando tú sirves con gusto, todo sale bien. Aquí estamos desde el ballet hasta el mesero, que soy yo uno de ellos. Estamos para servir al cliente, servicio al cliente.
Y muchos de estos clientes son clientes que saben de servicio, porque aquí vienen gobernadores, hombres y mujeres ilustres de Puerto Rico a disfrutar de su comida.
Sí, muchos puertorriqueños que aprecian la buena comida y saben de comer. Saben cuando tú le vendes un pescado fresco, cuando le vendes una buena langosta, cuando tú le vendes un buen corte de carne. Vienen buenos comerciales, como Bizcocho, Luisito, son varios clientes que tengo que siempre me patrocinan.
¿Usted diría que eso es parte de su éxito, que escoge la mejor calidad de producto?
Sí, nadie hace magia. El buen producto habla solo. Cuando yo te llevo un buen pescado, un buen corte de carne, eso tú ya con tu paladar lo aprecias.
Usted no tiene un menú establecido. Usted todos los días hace el menú nuevo de acuerdo a lo que compran.
A lo que compro. Siempre trato de tener el mejor cabrito del mundo, que siempre lo tengo, el conejo, el rabo encendido, el osobuco, tú sabes, pero no es tan fijo. Si no hay, no hay. Pero siempre trato de tenerlo. A partir que hay una variedad de que si tú vienes para acá, yo hago hasta con beef. Tú vienes un día y dices, Víctor, tal día voy, quiero comer con beef. Pues si yo trato, si está a mi alcance, yo ese día te tengo con beef. Te tengo mucha complacencia para mis clientes.
Vamos a hablar de este despliegue de sabores y de platos que usted tiene aquí. ¿Nos puede decir un poquito del secreto detrás del cabrito guisado?
Mira, el secreto es el amor con el que tú le aprecies la cocina y el respeto que tú le tengas a tu cocina. Mira, aquí yo hago la patita de cerdo deshuesada con garbanzo, muy buena. La carne guisada de nosotros, el mismo bistec encebollado, los cortes de carne. Yo te doy calidad en todo. Trato de siempre tratar de que quede complacida y pueda recomendarnos, además, que esa es la verdadera promoción de Boccado Divino. Tú refieres a tus amigos.
Y el sitio tiene un feeling, una experiencia fina, porque estamos en el Colegio de Abogados, el servicio es impecable, pero tienes todo lo que te servirían en una buena fonda. El arroz, la habichuela, los tostones, eso todo viene incluido. ¿Cómo salen las cosas?
Los platos salen con un acompañante, salen con arroz y habichuela. Si quieres tostón es extra, ¿sabes? Porque está... Y los acompañantes son arroz, habichuela o tostones o vegetales o ensalada. Tú sabes, ahí tengo extra mangú, que siempre lo tengo, extra majado de yautía. El mampoteado de nosotros es muy, muy bueno. Y lo bueno es que yo abro a las 11 de la mañana para el cliente, pero ya los cocineros están desde las 7 guisando y preparando para cuando ustedes vengan darles lo mejor de nosotros.
Usted también está desde temprano porque cuando llegamos lo agarramos con el flan, preparando el flan. Háblenos de ese flan que es famoso entre los comensales.
Sí, mira, nuestro flan de queso es espectacular. El de coco, también hacemos muy buen budín. El brownie, dulce de tomate con queso, dulce de papaya, son todo hecho aquí. Todos los postres que te sirvo lo hacemos nosotros, lo preparamos aquí. Entonces, esto es bien sacrificado, un negocio cuando tú lo quieres tener. Yo estoy desde las 7 de la mañana comprando en la plaza del mercado de Río Piedra. Siempre los productos trato de que sean de aquí, porque nada es como lo de aquí. Y lo fresco, nada, un buen recao con el sabor y el olor, todavía el campo, nada lo supera. Y el limón, nada como lo de aquí.
Como usted dice, viene con amor. Entonces vamos a hablar de lo que no es de aquí, que son los vinos. Usted tiene un sinnúmero de etiquetas siempre, los cuales se mueven muy bien, así que están en rotación todo el tiempo.
Sí, hay una buena variedad de vino y los precios son módicos. Vendo el vino a costo.
Al estar en el Colegio de Abogados, ¿usted solo abre para almuerzo o también está para la cena y en los fines de semana?
No, estamos abiertos de martes a domingo, de 10 de la mañana a 10 de la noche. Los domingos cerramos a las 8 y no tenemos interrupción. Seguimos abiertos hasta las 10.
Háblenos de sus salones privados.
Tengo un salón privado que caben de 40, 35, 40 personas y tengo uno pequeño de 8 personas. Usted llama si quiere reservarlo. No hay ningún problema, te lo apartamos con anticipación.
Perfecto para reuniones de negocio en un ambiente exclusivo aquí.
Lo que desees, si quieres tu cumpleaños, si quieres un de negocio, de médico, estamos para servirle.
¿Más reservaciones, Víctor?
Sí, claro que sí. El número de teléfono es 787-238-1530. El otro es el mío personal, que me pueden llamar ahí, 787-615-4002, para servirle. Aquí en Boccado Divino te esperamos. Yo tengo un adagio que dice, el que no come aquí muere ciego. Venga aquí para que no muera ciego y pruebe de nuestros mejores productos y nuestros mejores guisos del mundo. Siempre la humildad. Y los pescados son frescos, de aquí local.
Muchas gracias, Víctor.
Muchas bendiciones. Gracias.
Si quieres mejorar tu fuerza, flexibilidad, equilibrio, postura y manejo del estrés, en Pilateros tenemos un grandioso equipo que te ayudará a alcanzar tu mejor versión. Tenemos clases para todas las edades, horarios flexibles y 2 localidades completamente equipadas ubicadas en San Juan y Guaynabo. Programa tu primera clase hoy en pilateros.com. Somos Pilateros.
Promenade Kids is a state-of-the-art pediatric facility that prioritizes children's well-being and your peace of mind. Our concierge service provides personalized medical care with 24/7 access to an urgent care team dedicated to ensure you receive the attention and care you deserve. Plus, next day and on-time appointments that respect your valuable time. Promenade Kids offers the best and most convenient healthcare for children in Puerto Rico. To learn more, visit our website at provenkids.com.
Hello friends, this is your host Marisa Rivera in Puerta, Tierra, in one of the finest dining establishments in the area, but we won't call it fine dining because they don't want to call it fine dining, because you are welcome to come right off the beach or as casual as you would like to check out some great food and fantastic wines. This is Celeste, PDT. Tell us about the concept you wanted to create here in the area.
We always wanted something, like over the years we traveled and always wanted to be back home. We wanted to be back in Puerto Rico, and we wanted to enjoy all these wonderful things that we've had throughout our travels and all the people we've met, but comfortably, I mean, as you can tell. And we wanted to do it in a space that was relaxed and tropical and would make you feel at home and at ease. And so to combine those things, the best food and wine that we could get with the most relaxed service, then that was really our goal, and that's how we landed here.
And these great food and wines that you speak of, I mean, of course, like you say, through your travels and also through your education. Can you tell us about that?
That was a big part of it. I started when I was young, working in Condado, just kind of went from kitchens, had great teachers along the way, and decided to go to CIA in New York, the Culinary Institute of America. And it was a great experience, but that was, once you were done there is when you could begin to learn to be a chef, really. It was, some people come out of there, including myself, thinking that you are a chef already. And that's when you really start learning about the things that you like and the things you want to put out into the world. And so it was a lot of years of learning.
Let's make a parenthesis and talk about the cutest story about how and when you started to cook. Please share it with my viewers.
So when my first job, I was very creative with my free time as a kid. So I was 12 years old, and my parents were like, listen, this summer you should get a job. It really wasn't an option. And I started working at Antonio's in Condado. And I had great teachers there. Jean-Pierre Farinis was the chef, I remember. Really just spectacular guy. One of my jobs was the mango mousse. There was like a 5-story mango tree in the back. So years later, I came back from culinary school and found my chef coat and my apron just bright yellow from all the mango it had absorbed throughout that summer and just stayed there for years.
And you were telling me that even though we will be trying some cocktails here, the majority of the drinks that are served here are wine. How do you go about creating that list?
So we curate the wine list really on a daily basis. We have a great relationship with many of our vendors and purveyors. Some of them are friends. And we tell them what we're looking for. We don't really go so much by what we feel needs to be on the list because it's what's selling, it's what's good. You know, we want to focus on quality more than anything. And then we want to taste new stuff, you know. It's educational, we say, so it's nice.
And speaking about friends, I think it's a great time to mention that you're open on Mondays because there are not that many restaurants open on Monday, let alone a great food restaurant open on Monday. So this is what you call industry days.
Definitely. When we first started, we started to realize that Mondays was a day for that, for this industry, hospitality industry, to have a place to go be on the other side, you know, of service, you know, not behind a line or behind a bar. You could actually sit down and be served, which is the beauty of a restaurant, is you go there to wash away all the anxieties of having to choose. All you got to say is, I want to eat this, I want to drink that, and that's it.
Right, and have a good time. So
and
speaking
have a good time.
Service, what will you be serving us today?
So we're going to do a few dishes, some local yellowfin tuna that we've dry aged. We're doing a crudo with cured white onions and star fruit syrup, all local. We have something a little different, inspired by our travels, some salt and pepper shrimp. My brother and I lived in Boston for a long time. We used to end up at Peach Farm at 4 in the morning sometimes. A lot of salt and pepper squid. And I think we're going to do one more, probably a ceviche with either local mahi or escolar and octopus with pitaya, which is dragon fruit. So it has this crazy like magenta color. And that way you can see a few different things that we work with here.
Hello friends, we really hope you're enjoying this culinary tour on the Go Puerto Rico. And after taking you to Naranjito and the metro area, we have come to Luquillo, where we first met Chef Erika Suarez at C-Note, a jazz restaurant right here in La Pared in Luquillo, but she has opened a second location. This one is fish-centric, but it has some meat as well. So let's talk to her. This is Sama by Chef Erika Suarez.
Hello, I'm Erika Suarez. Welcome to Salon.
Chef, we met you last at C-Note here in Luquillo, and you have chosen and found a beautiful location, even closer to the beach, and you have called it Sama by Erika Suarez. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us about the experience that you are trying to create for your guests here.
So Sama, it's a concept that basically I love because it's mainly focused on fresh seafood, fresh ingredients, of course, and it's mainly coastal, what I call coastal cuisine. And we are taking items that are experiences from my career, things that I have worked with, places that I have been, things that I like to cook, that I basically kind of put together and put them into a menu. And it's mainly food from the sea, which is what I love.
Of course, as we learned last time, you have a vast career in the cruise ship industry and, reaching the highest rank. This is a beautiful place. You have created a beautiful cocktail menu, a menu together with your business partner here. Tell us about the dishes that I'll be trying out today.
So one of the things that I like is, like I said, I love seafood. And one of the things that I like to see when I go to a place is, you're on the beach. It's like open, you have all this fresh air, the beach right in front of you. Why not drink a nice glass of Prosecco or a refreshing cocktails and have kind of like a seafood platter. Like oysters, clams, mussels, Maine lobster, large shrimp, and all in ice, nice and chilled. This is something that I love to eat. So I wanted to have it here in the menu. We have other things like the clams and pancetta, which is kind of like a combination of land and sea. The clams and pancetta, what it is we take pancetta, which is basically an Italian-style bacon, and we saute we put it in a pot in a saute pan. We saute it with the clams, live clams. We do a little bit of the glaze with white wine, a little bit of butter, fresh herbs. Cook all that together, and that's it. And go straight to the plate, and simple and delicious. We have duck in the menu.
And this location really calls for some fresh white wine, rosé wine. What can you tell us about the labels, the wine label?
We have great wines. Our wines were carefully picked by me and some people that have a lot of experience with wine that were helping me. One of the white wines that we have is mainly Sauvignon Blanc. We have some nice rosés that are very refreshing. Prosecco. We have a nice array of champagnes in the menu. Cava. Basically anything that you can enjoy and feel refreshed, while eating, and while sitting just basically looking at the ocean. We try to have it here.
Beautiful. So what are your opening hours? Are you open throughout the year?
We are open all year round. We open from Wednesday to Sunday. Wednesdays and Thursdays we're open only for dinner. And then on the weekend, Friday to Sunday, we open for lunch and dinner.
Do you recommend reservations?
I recommend reservations. We are becoming very popular. Great. For days.
Yes.
Some days we get very crowded on the weekends mainly. So I do recommend reservations if you have a special occasion, if you want to make sure that you get a spot, or if you drive from San Juan here, it's a bit of a drive, so you don't want to get here and not being able to get a spot.
Right.
So you can reserve through Open Table with us, or you can simply call the restaurant.
Well, it's a pleasant drive and it's a pleasant location, so I recommend everyone to come here and check out your place, Sama. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Well, you know the drill. That's all the time we have for this show. Thank you so much for watching week after week. We have made it to show 199. Next one is a special show, show 200. But this one was very special to make because we know you love us showing you culinary destinations. So we have made this special on the Go Puerto Rico culinary tour. We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, this is your host, Marisa Rivera. We'll see you again very soon.